compared to Finland, I think I'll take a Finnish winter over Chicago winter because it doesn't have the wind blowing all the time. And that's like brutal.
Morning.
Yeah,
hey, morning, man.
We need some of that coffee in me soon.
Helsinki's at least quite warm.
Coming right up.
Is it nap time or coffee time yet?
Yeah, should be ready in no time.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, man.
I'm gonna take a toilet break.
Okay. Enjoy.
Like windbreaker, not just like a hoodie. I haven't had a Finnish summer yet, though. I hear that's like really nice.
So, hey guys, anybody want some coffee?
Yes, please.
Please.
Yep, here it is.
I need this.
Oh man, this will help you come back to our reality, man.
Thank you.
So maybe we could add a creature to the piece as well.
Good idea.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe some like Finnish folklore kind of
Yeah,
inspirations.
antlers.
Yes, bone. Yes, I love that.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
Still in progress, but it's getting there. Like the base is now sort of done.
And why did you decide to? It's quite an abstract interpretation of like the Finnish wilderness. Why did you? Or what made you want to do this sort of version of it?
I guess copying would be too easy. So whenever you go a little bit beyond what you see at first, then you get the most juicy ideas, I suppose.
Yeah. And what's the light thing on the belt? What's the idea there?
Well, I was gonna think that there's gonna be some very subtle science fiction elements, and the character could have scavenged a light source that he can use in this dark environment. So a little bit of small storytelling that maybe most of the people won't notice, but I want to put some light sources on the road that he's taking here.
So you mentioned kind of as a story that you're telling. Do you consider yourself a storyteller?
Yes, very much so. Actually, that was the thing that kind of was the most inspiring thing for me, like world building in general. And the older I grew up, I realized that picture tells a story in many ways. And that's kind of what I want to do in my life. So capturing that storytelling part of it is what makes me passionate about this.
I think everyone at Housemarque's a storyteller. Obviously, Matt in game design is telling the story through mechanics, and Harry and I are obviously telling the story through our means as well.
Yeah, just kind of curious, how personal is the work that you make? Like, do you feel that you get to express some subtle parts of, maybe your creative philosophy or, something else that you try to capture there?
That's a really interesting question. I feel like even if people don't want to, they will. Like eventually they cannot kind of escape their own subjective message. So whatever you do will have some part of you in it, always. Even though I would have a really specific brief from someone, like an art designer, it's always my take on it. So, yes, I think so.
Aside from nature, obviously, what are your sources of inspiration? What drives you to create greatness?
The more life experiences you get, whether that would be like from traveling, for example, like this winter trek is an inspiration for me, and like going to places that are not that familiar to you, I suppose. And of course, as I mentioned before, I was reading books a lot when I was younger, and I feel like that shaped me as a person quite a lot. So I've always been like daydreaming and thinking about stories and worlds in my head as I was a kid and growing up. So yeah, the inspiration comes from everywhere, but I would say, traveling, books and movies, and of course, other sorts of games.
Thanks a lot for sharing, Vera. Now we actually need to head off because we have some exercising to do. Well, it's going to be Mölkky, so it's not going to be super rigorous, but we can put some extra effort into it.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Welcome to Mölkky 101. These are the rules of the game. We take turns throwing the Mölkky palikka at those pins. Try to get to 50 points. The first one there is a winner.
When we are playing with these arrows, there's a couple of rules.
During your turn, you take the palikka and you throw it an underhand shot, not overhand, and try to hit the pins there. You make one pin fall, you get that many points on the pin.
Playing area is with this red-white line, and nobody shoots our arrows except there.
You topple multiple ones, you get the amount of toppled pins worth of points.
Always when are playing, use your mask.
You miss 3 consecutive times, you're out of the game. So bye-bye. All right, ready to play some Mölkky? Nice.
3. Yes.
Oh, nice.
Oh, 3 clipped it. I'm gonna go for the 10.
That's
a long shot.
different county almost. Wow!
Nice.
There we go.
Wow.
And the winner of the Mölkky game 2023 is Matt. There you go.
Thank you, Judge. And yeah, this was fun. I cherish this trophy and I look forward to playing again. Thank you.
Man, we're gonna die here.
Not today.
What are you doing?
I'm so glad everybody's here. We're here to move on to the next project. But sometimes that means we have to let go of the past. So please, come up and burn something of yours.
All right, so for me, it's pretty basic that I'm ready to let go of the cold and winter, so talvi.
I want to burn some picture of rocks, because rocks it's core of the art, and I want to burn core of the art to do something completely new, unique.
So this represents my old art.
Because I am a VFX artist, and even though we have the world class and the best explosions in the industry, I have here an old explosion I'm going to burn.
So as a designer, I've worked on a lot of things that are really challenging for players, and I want to be more mindful that what's challenging for someone might not be challenging for someone else. And that kind of ties to accessibility, but more being aware that challenge is something that should be a fun and universal thing, and I'm going to work on that.
I burn my strengths to improve my weaknesses.
This business card has my old job title of senior game programmer. Back when I was a more closed off person who was more concerned with code than anything else. But now I am a leader of a team, and I'm happy to be moving forward with that.
I've been working on being more present, and so past and future are two sides of the same coin, and I want to be more available to the people around me and the ones I love.
It's about to let go of the stress. Goodbye, stress.
Understanding that you can't be in control of everything and finding the beauty in that, and also accepting that and moving forward.
So for me, it's a Stormdivers t-shirt. This is a project that we still have on Steam, but we're ready to let go.
Hey, Khalil.
Yes.
It's ready now. Do you want to sit down? and have a
Yes.
look?
Yes.
So remember when we were on the hike and you said to take inspiration from this place? This is what I came up with.
This is incredible. You have the forest, the snow that we talked about on an alien planet. I take it this is kind of the road where maybe where we stopped and realized this is a really good location.
And you, of course.
That's me?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And the character actually has a light that he has scavenged from the trail.
Right.
So in that way he can have a little bit light in the otherwise dark environment.
This is beautiful.